51 runs. That's the margin India lost by in the second T20 against South Africa. And let me tell you, that 51-run loss feels like a full-blown crisis. You watched it, I watched it, and every Indian fan went to bed asking the same three questions. What on earth is happening with our batting? Why are we still experimenting? And most importantly, what are the selectors doing? We need to go beyond the scoreboard today. We need to talk about the brutal numbers that expose the biggest problems facing India just months before the T20 World Cup. We are talking about the alarming 2025 averages of our supposed superstars, Shubman Gill and Suryakumar Yadav. Stick around because the stats I'm about to show you are genuinely shocking. Let's start with Shubman Gill, the golden boy, the all-format successor, the current T20 Vice-Captain. The BCCI has invested everything in him, but investment only matters if you see the returns. And right now, the T20 international returns are terrible. In the second T20, a first ball golden duck, he was squared up by Ngidi, nicked it to first slip, and the pressure was immediately transferred to the rest of the batting lineup. But this isn't a one-off. Look at the numbers for 2025, an average of approx 23.9 across 14 matches and 0 50s. Compare that to his competitors like Sanju Samson or even the strike rate of Yashasvi Jaiswal, who is sitting on the bench. The selectors are saying we believe in his class, but class doesn't win you World Cups. Consistency does. If you're going to be given the long rope, especially the vice-captaincy, you need to justify it. The World Cup clock is ticking, and the failure to convert starts into defining scores is a massive red flag. If Gill's slump is a concern, Sky's form is a full-blown crisis. The world's former number one T20 batter, the destructive Mr. 360, is leading this side, and his personal performance is in free fall. In 19 T20s this year, his average is sitting at a disastrous 14.35. That is unacceptable for any specialist batter, let alone a captain. Think about that for a second. An entire year of T20 cricket, 19 matches and not a single 50. His highest score is 47. The sheer burden of captaincy, the pressure of leading a side in transition has completely derailed the one player who was supposed to be our X factor. He managed just 5 runs in the second T20, another soft dismissal under pressure. When the team needed a strong, composed innings from its leader to anchor the chase, he perished quickly. How long can India afford to carry a captain whose individual returns are so alarmingly low? This brings us to the selectors and the team management, led by head coach Gautam Gambhir. They are playing a dangerous game of chance. Robin Uthappa and Dale Steyn were furious after the match, and rightly so. The cardinal sin of the second T20, the batting order shuffle. Gill is out for a duck, and who walks out at number 3 in a chase of 214? Akshar Patel. No disrespect to Akshar, but he's a finisher, not the glue for a big chase. Sky, your best player, your highest ranked player, is pushed down to number 4. This decision cost India momentum and stability. Gambhir has stated that the batting order is overrated. In white ball cricket, doesn't matter. And I agree to an extent, but when you have 2 established players, Gill and Sky, failing miserably, you don't introduce more chaos. You need stability, role clarity, and your best batter facing the maximum number of balls. This late-stage experimentation is confusing the players and infuriating the fans. It reeks of arrogance. The World Cup is not far off. India cannot afford to go into a global tournament with a number 3 averaging 23 and a captain averaging 14. Talent alone is not enough. The time for blind backing is over. The selectors need to face the music. They need to choose, is Gill a long-term captaincy prospect or is he a T20 World Cup opener? The 2 roles are currently conflicting. They need to decide if they continue with a struggling Sky or if they bring in a specialist batter to lift that average and relieve the pressure. The third T20 in Dharamshala is now a must-win. More than that, it's a must-perform match for the leaders of this team. They need to find their form, or the selectors need to find their courage. Okay, that's my breakdown. Now I want to hear yours in the comments. Tell me, should India drop Shubman Gill or Suryakumar Yadav for the next game? Or should they do that to send a message? Let me know your controversial takes. If this video resonates, please like it and subscribe for more cricket analysis. And I'll catch you in the next one.